Mr. Okoro, you saw when 6 hunters were killed in Edo. You saw what happened. You saw the reaction. But now look at the massacre, and yet no northern leader, including Buhari, have uttered the word. Have uttered the word. And yet you people are telling us that we are one Nigeria. Okay. To make matters worse, Mr. Okoro, these people are not Nigeria. The people that are killing Nigerians are invited to come.
That's what the military authorities told us.
They told us it's not my word. They told us, and they were shameless to say it, that foreigners came here to kill Nigerians, and our military are telling us that. At this
moment, nobody's career has been damaged.
Can you just imagine? No.
Asked questions.
The people they are killing are Christians. That's why it is not important.
Okay, barrister,
let those people come and kill Muslims or Fulanis and see what will happen.
Okay,
let's tell ourselves the truth now, at least for once. See, I'm going to speak, and a lot of people will think I'm speaking like a Biafran, but no, I want us to reason like analytical human beings. The fact is, the division of Nigeria, with all the indications on ground so far, is inevitable. The division of Nigeria is inevitable without implementing the regional system of government. Okay, let's look at the indicators. Number 1, the fact is, the issue of national insecurity at the moment happens to be majorly a northern problem, right? You quite agree with me on that. And in that regards now, any government of the day, any president at the moment that is not of the northern descent or northern origin that tries to fix that, if he's hoping to come for a second tenure, I bet you he can't succeed in that. You quite agree with me, right? And this is what I mean by that. Okay. In addressing, considering bringing into view now what happened recently in BENUE, just the normal issue of farmers herders clashes, as they call it, right? Okay. In fixing this kind of situations, now forget about the deployment of military, police, whatever the president coming to visit. You quite agree with me that that doesn't solve anything, and it's not going to solve anything. The only thing that will solve that, to some certain extent, is we having a situation where there is ranches established for herders, right? That is to say, the herders must be in tune with changing times. Because you quite agree with me, there's no developed country you go to in this world today that you'll find a situation where animals wander all around. There is none. You can never find any developed country of that nature. But in so doing now, if the president of the day tries to enforce that, it's going to be rejected by the northerners to some certain extent, evidently clear even in the past, right? Considering the fact that these people are citizens or whatever, they are nomadic in nature, right? That has always been the conversation. They are nomadic in nature, so they move from places to places. And the fact is, I don't know where we're actually getting this. Okay, if you say you are nomadic in nature, how do you expect the government to account for you? Have you ever seen a country where you have citizens being nomadic in nature and the government can account for them and make budget for? So you see, the fact is, the herders must be in tune with changing times, but they are not ready for that. And even the politicians are not ready to have that conversation. Let's look at the issue of dialogue. We need to preach dialogue. We need to be accommodating. There's enough to share, according to Tinubu. But looking at it, you quite agree with me that as far as this life, this nature is concerned now, people have metamorphosized over time, which is the fact that people no more just live because they want to embrace each other in love and peace and harmony. There are two things that guide and regulate the conduct of humanity. One, adequate enforcement of the law. Even in developed countries. That is to say, you know that when you do this, this will happen. You must reap for it. You will go in for it. That makes people behave to some certain extent. Another thing that guides people's conduct is the fact that they must be subordinate and superior. Right? That is to say, in anywhere I live for there to be peace, is either they must be, you are the senior, I am the junior. So you know that when you try me, I will finish you, and me that knows that you are more powerful than me, I will not try you. Those are the things that keeps people in check. But if you think that we're going to sit down and be, in as much as we desire one Nigeria, we want to preach and we want to be all accommodating, we believe we're stronger together, but it's not the preaching of peace and love or whatever that keeps people together. These two indications are what keeps people together. And you quite agree with me to some certain extent, the two is missing. There is no adequate enforcement of laws. We are under-policed. Even the armed forces is overwhelmed, and a lot of other things. So what will keep people in check? So what we are fighting for at the moment is a situation where who is more powerful? Is it me, the Fulani man? Is it me, the Yoruba man? Is it me, the Igbo man? Or is it me, the Hausa man? The fact is, that must be sorted out. When it's sorted out, now everybody will know his position, and people now will just decide to keep quiet and whatever. Looking at it, when you now introduce our religious extremism in all aspects as well, that is evident in the country. You have a lot of radical Muslims, radical Christians who are not ready to tolerate each other. The only thing that will make us tolerate each other, let's tell ourselves the truth, is the full implementation of the law and the adequate protection of the vulnerable. That is just it. And all these things are missing. So how do you tell me we are not going to divide? And the fact is, looking at it now, Tinubu will not dare go that way. Right? Because by the time he tries to introduce that, okay, there must be establishment of ranches to curtail the free movement of the Fulanis, you quite agree with me that he is going to lose a lot of... the fact is, he's already losing at the same time as far as the North is concerned at the moment. And that is what will even bring the division closer in that regards. In the sense that Tinubu doesn't look like somebody that is ready to let go of the fact that this 8 years is his birthright. And at the same time, the Northerners are not ready to give it to him. So when you have a clash of the titans, Abi, that is what I refer to this 2027. Forget about this defection. Clash of the titans is going to definitely give birth to something. So, with all these indications on ground, my brother, the issue of one Nigeria, we are going to get better, will remain nothing but a delusion, seriously. We're going to talk more in this regards. I will drop more in this regard.
Somebody literally just commented under a post, "Thank God I'm not living in BENUE." Please be for real. BENUE used to be the food basket of the nation. Every part of Nigeria enjoyed from the bounty of BENUE. One of the reasons why foodstuffs are very expensive these days is because BENUE indigenes are no longer farming. These herders do not allow them to go into their farmlands again. They rape their women. They kill their children. They have fled from their land. And the remaining ones still in the land, they are being killed. So if you think this is not your problem because you do not live in BENUE, then you are living under a rock. You do not understand the magnitude of this situation. We are all under attack in Nigeria.
Good morning, gentlemen. One of these problems we are having in the armed forces today is because we give the enemies chance to outsmart us. The 48 Laws of Power, number 22, page 163, says, use the surrender tactics to transform weakness into power. Now, you send our soldiers to battlefield, and along the line of the battle, the soldiers overpowered the bandits or the Boko Haram. Because they have been overpowered, they now applied the 48 Laws of Power by surrendering. Now, the soldiers now applied the military rules of engagement and decided not to fire them because they have surrendered. At this stage, they got them arrested. in order to investigate them and get more of their secrets. Now, instead of focusing on getting their secrets, the government now retained them and said they are repented Boko Haram. You enroll them into the army, you are paying them salary and train them, giving them more secrets of the soldiers. And by the time they got the power, they will reinforce more and come back for you because of what? They already know your.
Hausa said Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Yoruba said Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Some Benin said Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. But anytime Igbo man decide to leave Nigeria, it becomes a problem to Hausa, Yoruba, and some Benin. I don't get it. You say they are the problem, but anytime they decide, okay, allow me to go, then it becomes a problem for Yoruba and some Hausa and Benin. Do you know why it becomes a problem for them? Because Hausa and Yoruba, they need people to tell their people that these people are the problem. You don't understand what I'm saying. Yoruba people, Hausa people, they need scapegoat. They need to get person when they go take the life of their people. That, hey, the reason why this country is not moving forward is because of these people. That is why anytime Igbo man said, okay, since we are the problem, allow us to go, it becomes a problem. Nnamdi Kanu is still detained in prison. You know why? He did nothing wrong. You said his father is the problem of Nigeria. You call them different names. You maltreat them. Now allow us to go. It becomes a problem for Yoruba, Hausa, and some Benin. Which is why I don't understand. God bless you all.
Anywhere you go, if you know say Boma in Amakuna, I am. Hello! U.S. North Carolina governor declares June 14th Igbo Day. Now the governor be days of North Carolina, USA. His name might be Jostan. He talk say he don declare June 14th in North Carolina as Igbo Day. Inside America, now the declaration paper be this. Don't worry yourself. Very, very tiny. I don't break it down. If you want to read the news, run go People's Gazette. Let you read them. Look at it. Governor Jostan, North Carolina, USA. Wait till he talk. Declares June 14th, 2025 as Igbo Day. Issued proclamation on June 12th. He did the proclamation this date. Cause the 14th na Igbo Day. Let me continue. Purpose to celebrate Igbo people, culture, and tradition of Southeast Nigeria. Statement from the proclamation. I, Jostan, Governor of the State of North Carolina, do hereby proclaim June 14th, 2025 as Igbo Day. You get the point now. Commended Igbo cultural heritage. Urge all citizens to observe the day. You see, and so it also say there are thousands of Igbos that live in the state. Some residents have lived there for over 50 years. Igbo people, they have strong involvement in charitable causes, state and federal jobs, elections and civic life. It's things like education, law, medicine, that is doctors, nurses, and pharmacists, IT, arts, and entrepreneurship. Igbo Day Festival Organization, founded in 2022 by Igbos in North Carolina, registered as non-profit. Goal: to unite Igbo families, educate North Carolinians on Igbo culture, traditional values, music, and arts. Okay? First Igbo Day Festival was held on July 10, 2022. Celebrated culture, unity, and education. Laid foundation for official state recognition. They started it on this day. After the Lord do one, the governor of the state don't proclaim by the authority vested on him that June 14th for North Carolina is now Igbo Day. Quote from the governor. According to him, there are thousands of Igbos in North Carolina, some whom have lived here for over 50 years. Igbos in North Carolina are involved in many charitable causes and have contributed to the economy. They have participated in elections and excel in various careers, including those working for the state of North Carolina and the federal government. They strive in fields such as education, entrepreneurship, medicine, including roles as doctors, nurses, pharmacists, information technology, and art. Committed to preserving and promoting their rich cultural heritage from Nigeria. They represent us. Do they play? Who they zuzu? Joe Stan, governor of the state of North Carolina, hereby proclaim June 14th, 2025 as Igbo Day in North Carolina and commend his observers to all citizens. Say, may all citizens of North Carolina, may they observe that they say 14th of June in North Carolina is now Igbo Day. Okay? You don't say so far away America or Igbo, they recognize one particular culture, one particular tribe. Say, they don't stay for our state for many years. They don't contribute. They don't pay tax. They don't develop the state. They have a day when they celebrate their culture. Because of what they have done for our community, for our people, we must recognize them. We must understand their culture. Just imagine. If now Africa now come and say, you come here, you want to take over our land. Oyibo, many years ago, come my village, go see Igbo man. Go come up from far away, Enugu. Come my village, come trade, marry there, born there. They speak my language, they do everything. Go develop the place, build house for there. Get report now. Travel out of this country. The first person that will welcome you, if not be your brother, my Igbo man. You know, go ask you, are you from Ghana? Are you from Cotonou? Are you from Benin Republic? Once you see the color of your skin, automatically, you'll be brother. One boy come complain to me, tell me, say, your brother, the business, when they for do together, he carry him, go give Kwara boy. He said, that Kwara boy, now he's a bien pass, your brother. The brother call the best, call the time, call the best. Say business what they do, you go give it to another person because the other person is a bien pass the old brother. I'm talking about one Igbo, another Igbo, they be siblings. This one carry business, go give Kwara man for outside Nigeria. Now me settle that matter. Come, let's make money together. Now Igbo man go your church, they don't care about the tribe where you come from. They don't go say, we are looking for Igbo church. No, tell you the truth. Or Igbo say they develop the state. Why they talk like this? Because Nigeria of recent, we just scatter around with tribe. We know they love ourselves unlike before. 10 years ago, we they live as one. They live as brothers. Everybody for this country. All of a sudden, now so politicians call they scatter the citizens. Call they scatter. For they sow seed of bitterness just to divide and conquer. So Igbo man, they recognize African culture. What do you think about this lecture? Say, this man just stand. Say, June 14th. Now, Igbo Day. Drop your thought in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please, blast this, share it. To know say, there is a tribe where they represent very well for another country. You get the point now? We must celebrate good things for this country.